4 टाइप्स हैं टोटल, एक है ओपिनियन, एक है डिस्कशन, एक है एडवांटेजेस डिसएडवांटेजेस, एक है प्रॉब्लम सॉल्यूशन। हम चारों टाइप्स को वीक बाय वीक डिस्कस करेंगे, ठीक है? ओके, नाउ लेट्स सी एडवांटेजेस एंड डिसएडवांटेजेस essay. So we are going to see what is that. What they are going to do, they will ask you or give you a situation, and then they will ask you what are the benefits and drawbacks of that. It's very easy to catch this essay type. इसको catch करना बहुत आसान है. They will only write discuss the advantages and disadvantages of, या फिर question में होगा what are the advantages and disadvantages of, राइट और इस वीक जो आप लोगों का मॉक टेस्ट होगा उसमें आपको एडवांटेजेस डिसएडवांटेजेस ऐसे आएगा, राइट? सो इसको अच्छे से प्रिपेयर कीजिएगा. अच्छा, सबसे पहले हम देखते हैं टॉपिक को कैसे समझना है. पेज नंबर 12, पेज नंबर 12. In order to understand the topic, it's a good idea to read and interpret the topic in your own language, into your mother tongue. टॉपिक को ना इंटरप्रेट कर लें अपनी लैंग्वेज में. क्या है? these days means at present. More and more people means a large number of people are going to other countries. Going to other countries means going abroad, okay, for significant periods of time. That means for long time, 5 years, 3 years, 10 years. So what we understand, these days a large number of people are going to foreign countries for a long time. Next, either to find a job, job means career, or to study, study means education, job or education. Now people are going to foreign countries for job or education for a long period of time. There are clearly many benefits to doing this. Many benefits to doing this. Doing this means going to a foreign country for career or education. But people who live abroad can also face some difficulties. So people who live there, they face some difficulties. Now this is the whole scenario. This is the whole situation. What is the question now? The question is, okay, so they say discuss the advantages and disadvantages of living and working in a foreign country. Advantage number 1, come on, tell me. Living and working in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, UK, America. Non-murid ke, okay? हाँ, come on, benefit number 1, बोले तो. Okay, more opportunities. Yeah, dollar. All right. Advantage number 2. Exposure. It broadens your horizon and all that. Disadvantage number 1. Bebe yaad aandi hai, huh? Homesickness. Disadvantage number 2. Language barrier. Culture shock. When you go there, you go to a foreign country, you go to some place like beach or then say, ha, hi, something like that. That ha, hi is called culture shock. That you are shocked to see their culture. Acha, yeah, they eat certain food that you don't like. Yeah, you go to China, say, kachwe khate hain, ha, culture shock. Right, saap khate hain, culture shock. Yeah, exactly. So, this is, I mean, you love the cats, they like the cats, you like the cats with love, they like the cats with ketchup. Yeah, so yeah, exactly. So you imagine you are eating a sandwich and you say, what meat is inside? Is it meh or is it bug? They say it's meow. Okay. So anyways, so this is the whole thing, and these two advantages should be clear, very very clear and separate, not the same advantages. Yeah. Okay, now let's go through this essay. And by the way, please note down, there are 2 units which you have to read before your mock test. If you are stuck at band score 6.5 and you're not getting 7, you must read these 2 units and then you will see some changes. Okay, unit number 1 and unit number 4. Unit number 1 and unit number 4 from the same book. ठीक है, नोट कर लें और इन 2 यूनिट्स को सैटरडे से पहले पहले खत्म करना है. ग्रामर, वोकैबुलरी, एवरीथिंग, राइट? Okay, now we go to the essay. let's go to first paragraph of the essay. Okay, now first paragraph, sentence number 1 is what we call general sentence about the topic. What is the topic? Topic is going to a foreign country. Okay, so let's start. Nowadays, taking a year out to live or study abroad is becoming increasingly popular. इसकी जगह आप कुछ भी लिख सकते हैं. General sentence about the topic. About the topic. Not like that. Nowadays people love to drink coffee and coffee has become very common. Topic क्या है? Going abroad. Not irrelevant. Anything which is related to abroad and all that. Okay, nowadays taking a year out. And you can say nowadays a significant number of people from the developing countries are migrating to developed countries either to find a job or to study. Something like that. Anything general about the topic. Okay, so sentence number 1 is general sentence about the topic. Let's go on. Sentence number 2. For many people, especially young adults, the chance to spend an extended period of time overseas is an attractive one. This is called add another sentence to support the first one. And this is optional, by the way. Sentence number 1 is compulsory, second is optional. Okay, if you want to write it, good, but the word count must be 250 words. Okay, now let's go on. However, there are both pros and cons to deciding to do this. So this is what we call rewording the topic. एक सेंटेंस में टॉपिक को रीवर्ड कर दिया. रीवर्डिंग द टॉपिक आप लिख सकते हैं. However, there are both pros and cons to going to a foreign country for such long period of time. Okay, now last sentence is called thesis. Thesis. This sentence will tell the examiner the type of essay you are writing. This sentence is very, very important. What is that? In this essay, I will discuss some of the reasons why moving abroad is so popular. This is the rewording for advantages. Repetition of words, repetition of ideas, repetition of same language. These are the band killers. इससे आपका बैंड स्कोर कम हो जाता है. तो उसने क्या किया? एडवांटेजेस की जगह पे वर्ड क्या यूज किया? I will discuss some of the reasons why moving abroad is so popular and some of the challenges to be overcome. Challenges means here disadvantages. Some of the challenges to be overcome. Now listen, there are two type of vocabularies. One is topic related, one is essay related. Essay related vocabulary for advantages, disadvantages ऐसे आपको सारी यहाँ से मिल जाएगी. अब टॉपिक रिलेटेड वोकेबलरी, अगर टॉपिक आया फॉरेन एजुकेशन, दिस वोकेबलरी इज आइडियल. अगर टॉपिक आया करप्शन, टॉपिक आया अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट, सो यू शुड नो सम वर्ड्स रिलेटेड टू दैट. Okay, essay type related vocabulary you will get in this unit, unit number 1 and unit number 4. All right, now first paragraph is written. You can write 3 or 4 sentences. In the next body paragraph, एक अपना असूल बना लें. Don't stuff your body paragraph with so many ideas. In body paragraph, one idea only. एक आइडिया, उस आइडिया को एक्सप्लेन करने, उसी आइडिया की एग्जाम्पल देनी है, उसी आइडिया को कंक्लूड करना है. अगला आइडिया अगले पैराग्राफ में. ओके, सो लेट्स सी. लेट्स बिगिन. ये लेट्स की जगह पे कर ले लेट अस. कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस जो है आईएल्स में, ऐसे राइटिंग में, दे आर नॉट गुड. सो लेट अस बिगिन बाय लुकिंग एट द एडवांटेजेस ऑफ मूविंग अवे. गोइंग अब्रॉड की जगह वर्ड आ गया मूविंग अवे. ये काम करना है. सिंपल वर्ड्स. दे विल नॉट सी हाई फाई वोकेबलरी, दे विल ओनली सी सिंपल सिनोनिम्स. दैट्स इट. मूविंग अवे. One of the main positives, the word positive is for benefit, for advantage. One of the main positives of heading overseas is that it broadens your horizons. ठीक हो गया? फॉरेन कंट्री जाते हैं, it broadens your horizons. अपने कंट्री में रहते हैं, आपकी सोच लिमिटेड है. When you go to a foreign country, it broadens your horizons. What I mean by this? Now first you elaborated one, you presented one idea. Second step, in body paragraph you can write 4 sentences. Number 1, main idea. Number 2, elaborate that main idea. Number 3, if you have an example, give example. If you don't have example, don't worry, further elaborate that idea. And number 4, conclude that idea. अब देखिएगा कैसे. One of the main positives of heading overseas is that it broadens your horizon. What I mean by this, now you want to elaborate your idea. Which is the idea? It broadens your horizon. अब उसको elaborate करने. What I mean by this is that you have the chances to meet people from different cultural backgrounds and learn to cope with foreign customs and food. You go there and say, where are you from? You say, I'm from China. Where are you from? I'm from Japan. I'm from Korea. You meet foreigners there, right? And you learn to cope up with foreign customs and food. Okay? You say like, kitchen china jaiyo daddu paka rahe hai. Something like that. If you're living with Chinese, yeah, exactly. Have you drunk frog soup? No. This can make you more rounded as a person. Rounded means skilled and what do you say? Tajarbakar. More rounded as a person. Now, if you look at this paragraph, first of all, you said, let's start with the advantages. This is called coherence and cohesion. Then you presented advantage number 1. Then you explained that advantage number 1. And afterwards, by giving example, and then you concluded that. Let's go on. Secondly is called signposting. ये जो words है इसको हम कहते हैं signpost words. So throughout your essay, you have to guide the reader. रीडर को गाइड करना है कि ये मेरा फर्स्ट पॉइंट है, दिस इज माय सेकंड पॉइंट एंड ऑल दैट. सेकेंडली, मूविंग अब्रॉड कैन लीड टू अ बेटर क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ. इसीलिए जाना चाह रहे हैं ना, बेटर क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ. एडवांटेज नंबर 2, व्हाट इज दैट? बेटर क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ. अब इसको एक्सप्लेन करेंगे क्या है. टेक ब्रिटिश पीपल फॉर एग्जाम्पल. ऑलवेज गिव जनरल एग्जाम्पल्स, डोंट गिव पर्सनल एग्जाम्पल. जैसे टेक माई कजन फॉर एग्जाम्पल, take my younger brother for example. No, general examples. Okay, and it should be like, examples at the mass level. Like you say, take my younger brother. You say, take Pakistani people as example. That is at the broader spectrum. So, take British people for example. Thousands of people from the UK moved to Spain and Australia. You can say, take Pakistani people for example. Thousands of people moved to Canada, Australia, New Zealand, blah, blah, blah. Like that, okay? Blah, blah, blah नहीं लिखना. उसका मतलब ये है. Every year, these countries means Spain and Australia. These countries have warmer climates and encourage a better work-life balance. Right? In addition, coherence and cohesion. 4 marking criteria examiner के. Number 1, task response. How thoroughly you cover the topic. And 250 words for task 2, 150 words for task 1. और इस दफा के मॉक टेस्ट में गिन के लिखने हैं. 250 words for essay and 150 words for task 1. ठीक है? Task response. Number 2, we've got grammatical range and accuracy, sentence structure. उसमें 3 C याद रखिएगा. Complex, compound, complex and conditional sentences. उसके बाद है vocabulary. Vocabulary में याद रखिएगा synonyms. जो words हैं उसके synonyms. और चौथा criteria coherence and cohesion. इसमें आपकी प्रॉपर पैराग्राफिंग, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, सेकेंडली, फाइनली, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इसको कहते हैं कोहियरेंस एंड कोहिजन, यानी तरतीब, जिस तरतीब से ऐसे लिखा जाता है. सो इन एडिशन, अब इन एडिशन है कोहियरेंस एंड कोहिजन के लिए, क्या आप बता रहे हैं, मैं कुछ ऐड करना चाह रहा हूं. इन एडिशन, बाय लिविंग ओवरसीज you can gain qualifications and language skills which may improve promotion prospects on your return. कि वापस आए तो प्रमोशन हो जाएगी. 2 advantages. One advantage is it broadens your horizon. Second advantage is better lifestyle. Now we go to disadvantages. Turning to the other side of the argument. किसको बता रहे हैं? Examiner को. कि now I am going to turn to the other side of the argument. Other side क्या है? Disadvantages. One side advantages, other side disadvantages of the argument. Culture shock is a major problem. Culture shock is, hi, मैं मर गया, something like that, okay? You see something strange over there, right? So, culture shock is a major problem. Many people who take a year out means many people who go abroad. This is rewording. एक ही वर्ड एक ही सेंटेंस बार बार नहीं यूज किया. Many people who take a year out find it hard to cope with the language barrier. Now language barrier is the part of culture shock. Language barrier, food and general cultural differences. उसने क्या किया? Culture shock को further elaborate कर दिया. This often leads to, now remember, in essay writing, don't write the word it. You should write the word this. This is better than it. When you say this, it means the whole entire thing. It is third person singular pronoun, but this is actually demonstrative pronoun. So you should use this. This often leads to homesickness and in some cases a sense of isolation. तन्हाई का शिकार हो जाते हैं. Right? Okay, so disadvantage number 1 is culture shock. Another issue, the word issue is used for disadvantage. Another issue is that it can be difficult to start a new life from scratch. So disadvantage number 2, starting new life from scratch. Scratch means from zero. Okay? In other words, when you move abroad, you have to make new friends and find your place in community. Now you are expressing what is that process. This process, again the word this process takes time. What is the process? Process of making new friends, finding your place in the community and all that. This process takes time and can be especially challenging if there is also a language barrier to deal with. Like you go to France, you don't know French, so you are gunga behra. Absolutely, you don't know their language. Okay, so okay, roti mangda hai, okay. So you got to learn the language. Anyways, this is that at disadvantage number 2. Now conclusion. In conclusion, mainly there are 3 parts. Part 1 is overall general sentence. What is that? All things considered. Now listen, what is the purpose of writing advantages, disadvantages essay? To prove whether advantages are more or disadvantages are more. This is the purpose. So all things considered. You can use this phrase. All things considered. All things का क्या मतलब है? Advantages as well as disadvantages. All things considered, starting life in a foreign country is never easy. ये इसका opinion है. आप कह सकते हैं all things considered, starting life in a foreign country is full of opportunities and something like that. It's all up to you. ठीक है, ये कह रहे हैं ना starting life मुश्किल है, आप बोले starting life आसान है, especially if you get a chance to get married there. हाँ? Alright, you need to weigh up. अब इस एक सेंटेंस में आपने समरी देनी है 2 एडवांटेजेस की और 2 ये एक सेंटेंस. हम क्या लिख रहे हैं? कंक्लूजन. 3 मेन सेंटेंस है. पहले में ओवरऑल व्यू के एडवांटेजेस ज्यादा है, डिसएडवांटेजेस. सेकंड सेंटेंस में आपने समरी देनी है 2 एडवांटेजेस 2 डिसएडवांटेजेस की. एंड व्हाट दैट इज, दे से यू नीड टू वे अप. अब ये वर्ड्स आप यूज कर सकते हैं. यू नीड टू वे अप द प्रोज ऑफ. उसके बाद जो भी आपका ऐसे है, जो भी उसके एडवांटेजेस है वो आप लिख दे. प्रोज ऑफ बेटर लाइफस्टाइल, ये हमारा एक एडवांटेज था. वेदर एंड सो ऑन, इसने वेदर एंड सो ऑन लिख दिया. आप लिख सकते हैं प्रोज ऑफ ब्रॉडनिंग योर होराइजन एंड बेटर लाइफस्टाइल. मतलब अपने मुताबिक आप उसे चेंज कर सकते हैं. एंड द कॉन्स ऑफ, कॉन्स कहेंगे नुकसानात को. डिसएडवांटेज, कॉन्स ऑफ कल्चर शॉक हमने एक पैराग्राफ में डिस्कस किया. एंड लैंग्वेज बैरियर, इसने एक में कल्चर शॉक किया और एक में क्या किया? स्टार्टिंग लाइफ फ्रॉम स्क्रैच. सो यू कैन से कल्चर शॉक एंड स्टार्टिंग अ लाइफ फ्रॉम जीरो. You can write that. अच्छा, अब क्या होगा? Finally your opinion. This is your final verdict. Verdict कहते हैं नतीजा. 2 एडवांटेजेस बताए, 2 डिसएडवांटेजेस बताए. अब निकालना क्या है उसमें से? Personally, I believe the benefits in terms of personal growth eventually outweigh any negatives. आप उल्ट भी लिख सकते हैं. आप लिख सकते हैं Personally, I believe the drawbacks in terms of culture shock and language barrier eventually outweigh any positives. It's all up to you. Examiner ये नहीं कहेगा इसने negative लिखा, positive लिखा. It's all up to you. But the sentences, language, vocabulary, grammar, coherence and cohesion, relevance of your answer to the topic, these things do matter. Yes, you can do that, but already we have 3 to 4 sentences, so it's a good idea to conclude in the last paragraph. Yes, right? Okay. Okay. Now we are going to learn how to write advantages, disadvantages essay. This is one of the essay types. Total there are 4 essay types. 4 types है total. एक है opinion, एक है discussion, एक है advantages, disadvantages, एक है problem solution. हम चारों types को week by week discuss करेंगे, ठीक है? Okay. Now let's see advantages and disadvantages essay. So we are going to see what is that. What they are going to do, they will ask you or give you a situation, and then they will ask you what are the benefits and